Good morning, I'm Rafael Perez.
And I'm Ariana Perez.
And this is TBN News. We hope you all had a good summer. Kicking off the day, we have the update in fall sports. And then afterwards, we'll take a trip down to culinary for our latest segment, What's the Dish?
Later on, we'll profile one of the school's most brilliant minds in this week's segment of High Profile and take a turn into Putnam's Design and Visual Shop for I've Got Talent.
As always, we'll end with everyone's favorite segment, Candid Questions, and a couple announcements. But before that, here are reporters Milton Segardia and Jashima Kudamaka with the scoop on fall sports.
School is back, so that means sports are back. Football is the talk of the town right now. The Beavers varsity football team won their opening game, defeating Holyoke last Friday with a score of 24-12. Let's go to some highlights. The Beavers' final touchdown came on this 40-yard pass from Edric Santiago to Jason Rule. The Beavers held on from there. Here's tailback Calvin James ripping off good yardage in the first quarter. Calvin led all rushers with 48 yards. And the JV team made it a clean sweep over the Purple Knights, defeating Holyoke 32-6 on Monday. Next game for the varsity team is Chicopee Comp tonight at Chicopee at 7 p.m. Come on out and support the Beavers.
It's been a busy 2 weeks for the girls' varsity volleyball team. Their record stands at 2-1. The wins came against Duggan and SciTech, the loss against Commerce. This is footage from a recent practice. The team has 6 players returning from last year's team that ended their season with a record of 15-6. The Lady Beavers hope to do even better this year. The girls' varsity volleyball team plays tonight when they travel to Renaissance. Game time is 5 p.m., but if you want to catch the JV team, their game starts at 4 p.m.
Up next, the boys' varsity soccer team lost to Pathfinder 3-0 on Monday. Their record is now 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Also, the boys' JV soccer team recently lost to Savage 6-1.
On the other hand, the girls' varsity soccer team beat Pathfinder on Tuesday 2-0, making the record 1-1. They play tonight at Renaissance starting at 4 p.m.
That's it for sports. Let's go back to Ariana and Rafael.
Thank you, Milton. Next up on this week's segment of What's the Dish, reporter Wendy Lanes has the Egg Extraordinary Scoop.
I'm here with McKenna Dakota and Elizabeth Diaz, and they have the dish of the week.
Today's What's the Dish is a cheese omelet. We will start off with 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, about 3 tablespoons of butter, and 3 cups of shredded cheese. Is that cheddar cheese? Okay. We first have to start off with whisking the eggs. So.
Afterwards, you have to add butter to the pan and then the egg mixture.
We are just going to wait for it to come to a little bit of a cook. We don't want to cook it all the way so that we can add all of our ingredients.
Then you add salt, pepper, and cheese according to your preference. Afterwards, you keep checking on the eggs to see if they're ready to fold.
So when I fold it, you don't want to flip it completely. You want to fold it in half and hold it down until it's all the way. You want it to cook in half, pretty much.
You continue to let them cook through.
And then we're going to flip it. I want to do the whole.
You place the eggs on the plate. You can garnish your plate with some fresh cilantro or even some leftover cheese. And to top it all off, some ketchup on the side. Once you're done, it's time for the best part. You get to taste it. Wow, this is excellent.
It does look extremely good. I hope it goes over easy for the yolks at home.
Switching up gears, teachers are very important figures in our lives. They guide us, share with us, and provide us with the means to find our way in the outside world without getting lost.
This week on High Profile, we feature one such teacher who not only teaches with his head, but his heart. Reporter's son, Tron, has the story.
At first glance, Thomas Hardcastle seems to be just another typical English teacher, but he's that and more. In fact, the very intrigue of his person and teaching career comes from a long journey back when he was a student.
I started at the University of Hartford, then I transferred to the University of Connecticut. I got my bachelor's degree there, and then I did my master's degree at Westfield State. My bachelor's degree was in English literature, and then at Westfield State I got my master's degree in English literature as well.
But the college path was not a straightforward one for Hardcastle.
I wasn't really prepared for college when I graduated from high school, so I went into the Army for 4 years, and I didn't start college until I was 24.
But this did not discourage his passion for teaching, one he has had for a long time.
I've kind of known I wanted to be a teacher since I was in 8th grade. There was a kid who sat in front of me who was struggling with algebra, and it just felt good to be able to help him. I love seeing people learn things. I love seeing the light bulb come on over someone's face.
Which is why Hardcastle does what is best for his students and looks after them accordingly.
I expect them to think. I expect them to try. I expect them to care, not, necessarily about what they're reading, because honestly, not everyone's going to love everything that we do. But they need to care enough about themselves that they want to try and get something out of it.
And if there is one thing he has learned from his life, it's to grab a hold of the moment.
The time to do the thing that you want to do is when it's there to do. That if you decide to put something off, it may not be there tomorrow. That time flies, and you're going to turn around and it's going to be 10 years later.
Hardcastle will continue his career as a teacher, passing along his knowledge to his students so they may find their own path in life. This is reporter Sun Trong signing off.
Some people believe that in this digital world, drawing and illustrations are a long-lost art. But in this week's segment of I've Got Talent, senior Ariana Lowndes proves that all is not lost.
When I was 7 years old, the Dr. Seuss Museum came to my school in Eden Orchard, and we had a drawing contest. I won the contest, and I realized that I had a passion for drawing. And drawing has inspired me and had made me become a hard worker and gave me inspiration to succeed in life.
Thanks, Ariana. We're always searching for hidden talent here at Putnam. If you know of someone who's good at something, please let us know.
Now on to everyone's favorite segment, Candid Questions. We have reporter Alexis Williamson finding out students' best excuse for not handing in their assignments on time.
Hi, what was your best excuse for not handing in your work on time or just not handing it in at all?
Well, I once told my teacher I was hanging out with some friends, but truth is, I don't even have friends.
My dog ate my homework.
The best excuse I had was I didn't have it on me, but I did have it on me. So I would do it after the class was over and then bring it into him and tell him, oh, it was in my backpack the whole time.
Hi, what was your best excuse for not handing in your work on time or not handing it in at all?
My best excuse for not handing my work in most of the time is my sister likes to scribble on my homework, and it's really annoying.
That I already gave it to my teacher.
My sister ate my homework. Yep.
Well, you see what I'm eating here? It's an apple. I always do my homework. Education is important, so I never used the excuse before.
What's your best excuse?
One time I didn't do my homework, so I stayed home that day and said I was sick.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, to end our news class, we have a few announcements.
For all the crime fighters out there, we have a little surprise for you. The Citizens Police Academy is about to begin, and the classes are completely free, but you have to be at least 18 years old to attend. Classes start September 28th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the East Springfield Neighborhood Building, located at 1437 Carew Street behind Pottinger School.
To sign up or for more information, call Kathleen Brown at the police department at 787-6359 or email her at kbrownspringfieldpolice.net. Your name, address, zip code, and phone number.
Next, we have a fundraiser coming up soon, so you better put on your running shoes. The Trails for Nails is an annual 5K run-walk fundraiser that is family-friendly and lots of fun. And this year, there is even plans for a picnic.
This year's event will be held at Stanley Park in Westfield on September 18th. Registration begins at 9 a.m. and the picnic lunch begins at 11 a.m.
Well, that's all for today, people. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.